Today we're going to be taking a look at examples of parents just straight up lying about things their kids have said, compiled on the subreddit r/wokekids. So proud of my youngest. She was first in line for lunch at school today. Wow, that is something to be so proud of. It was French toast sticks and sausage. It's an interesting lunch to have at school. French toast sticks and sausage. The boy in front of her said no to the sausage as she called him a communist. He's in kindergarten. #proud parent. Yeah, communism is when child says no to a sausage. Her kid is 9. Sometimes my kid blows away. I'm guessing that's supposed to say blows me away. She gets up from bed, makes sure her sister is sleeping, and proceeds to have this conversation with me about Santa and the Easter Bunny. Tells me both are sent from Satan to distract us from why we truly celebrate those holidays. Mum, Santa has the same letters as Satan. Oh my days. What? He was hiding in plain sight all this time. And what is the point of the Easter Bunny? Yeah, it's fun to have an Easter egg hunt and all that, but people have to remember the real reason we celebrate Jesus' birthday and his resurrection. Goes back to bed while I'm still wondering where she came from. Your kid did not say all this. If they did, they're fucking boring. You have a boring child. Beware of weird girls. My 9-year-old son just gave me a 10-minute detailed list of the signs of a weird girl. Strange makeup, weird hair color, too few clothes, too fat, too skinny, tattoo, short hair, mohawks. Ignore their children. Do sex without be married? Who would do sex without be married? That's the work of the devil. These weird girls are everywhere, even in games or at your job maybe. You have to be careful. I don't want to look at them, he says. Good girls are beautiful, healthy body shape, and only have sex after getting married. He's very adamant about this point for a 9-year-old. They are good at taking care of their children. Make sure you get a good wife like this. In Portugal, we don't have so many weird girls, but in the UK, they have too many of them. I mean, there are a lot of weird people here. I'll give him that. He wanted you all to know his advice. No, he didn't. You made this up. My 6-year-old working on a bead design. Do you want to help me? My 8-year-old, yes. Do you want me to follow your directions or give ideas? My proposition? All academic collaborations will be improved by reading this exact conversation. What are you talking about? I mean, I believe this conversation happened. But what do you mean by that? From my 9-year-old daughter's notebook, thank you for everything, Mr. Musk. Elon Musk is the hetto of our time. He truly is. Proud mum today. My son has a little girlfriend and she was talking about God and all these religious things. I heard Isaac stop her very nicely and say, God is consciousness, not an actual person. And the sooner you realize it, you'll be happier in life. How old is your child? Everyone dies one day. Everyone. Even wolves, but not books, not words. Words don't die. My son, 3, who is a lot smarter than I am. Oh, fuck off, Rebecca. He did not say that. Yeah, Rebecca, who you trying to get to believe this? Pilot to my 5-year-old daughter a few days ago. Do you know you could be a flight attendant when you grow up? 5. I could also own the plane. I love how you refer to your child as just 5. But this is the grind set that you all should be on. Oh God, this was posted in Flat Earth Scotland. I taught my daughter the truth about Flat Earth, and the other day we were in the toy shop and she spots a globe. First thing she said was, what is this nonsense? Why does the toy shop preach lies? Your child is about like a year old. They did not say this. My 5-year-old has paused his cartoons, walked to me and said, Dad, they want to confuse me. Boys don't wear dresses. Can you please change of episodes? What? I mean, I don't know what cartoons you're watching. Like, they did this in SpongeBob, I'm pretty sure. Like, they've been doing this for years. This isn't like some recent development in cartoons. It's been going on for probably about 100 years. So this is an opinion posted in The Guardian. My 4-year-old daughter is asking questions about colonial history. How do I respond in an age-appropriate way? No, she's not. A 4-year-old asks questions about colonial history. How do they even know about colonial history at 4 years old? My 8-year-old daughter heard this playing on my phone, came and looked, caught a glimpse of the flag, and is now scared to go to bed. She's afraid the rainbow people are going to kidnap me in the night. Sorry, what? Amanda, tell your beautiful daughter that the patriots of America will protect her from the rainbow people no matter the cost. What world are you living in? Gay people crawl into your window at night and kidnap your children. In the spring of 2020, I had my 7th graders write a 6-word memoir. I'll never forget my favourite one. Brave birds still fly through fog. We were all silent after she read it. Then I whispered with genuine awe, oh wow, you're the teacher now. Didn't happen. How old was a 7th grader? Like, I don't know, 12 years old? 12... Didn't happen. My friend's daughter babbled, "Don't forget to subscribe," as he was put to bed. Kid watches so much YouTube, he thought it means goodbye. Yeah, sure, pal. My 10-year-old as he gazes out the car window. "Why don't we just power the world with wind, sun, and water?" I didn't have a good answer for it. To be fair, I believe that happened. I believe he said that. God, 10-year-old, you're the best. Me, no, you're the best. 10-year-old, subjective. Me isn't anyone's bestness. Subjective. 10-year-old, not yours. That's facts. 9-year-old, oh, God, there's a few of these. 9-year-old, who's going to be there? Just us or us and, other families like ours? So families that are 2/3 autistic and 100% queer. That's not what I meant, but that would be an awesome party. I know, right? I don't think a 9-year-old said this. Me, writing alone in silence. 10-year-old bursting into the room like the Kool-Aid man. "How are you doing, you joyous wordsmith?" Yeah, I don't believe any of this happened. My second grader has 5 video meetings per day. Video meetings? Do you mean like online lessons, not meetings? At one point he goes, "I think this one could have been an email." Oh, that's a fucking joke about being in the workplace and being an adult. Adults say things like that. So I guess he's ready for the corporate world. Yes, he is. The 7-year-old sitting next to me on the plane just said that Fruit Loops are actually the same flavour and the Kennedys kept it a secret. What? Oh, so this one's a little bit different to all the others. This one is predicting what his child will say in the future. Child: "Dad, why was every movie in the 2020s a multiverse movie?" Me: "Well, the 2020s was this weird time where it felt like we were all living in our different worlds, all while our institutions crumbled." What are you on about? Oh, God, this is a LinkedIn post. "Building an organisation culture is similar to raising a child. It's about our actions, not just our words or posters on the wall." This picture from last Saturday evening at work speaks volumes about the profound impact our actions have on those we lead and nurture, whether it's our teams or the little ones who look up to us. Children are incredibly perceptive and they often emulate the behaviours they observe. My 5-year-old niece has been a keen observer of my daily routines, rising early at 5:30 a.m, committing to a daily workout regimen and eating right, devoting long hours, many times up to 16 hours a day. Wasn't surprised when she showed me the skincare product she had created. She had been developing a unique brand name with a pricing strategy. She is 5 years old. She has not been doing that. She's probably got like an empty bottle and filled it with mud and shampoo. That is not a skincare product. Yo, my son woke me up out of my sleep crying and said, "Mummy, I know you're tired of working, trying to make it better for me and my sister. I'll go to work for you today." This made me cry. No, he didn't. Where did he get those clothes from? He did not do that. You dressed him up and lied on Facebook. How could you do such a thing? How could you lie on the internet? Just before falling asleep, my 7-year-old said, "If I only had one wish, I'd want to help poor people." Well, he was just falling asleep. Just go,
"Hey, Mother, you know what I would do if I had one wish? I would help poor people."
You see, if that was me, I'd do the opposite. My wish would be to steal from as many poor people as possible. I will hold tightly onto that when the judgmental comments make me start to doubt myself, or saying that this didn't happen. So redacted proud of my son. Today I asked my 8-year-old what he wants to be when he grows up. His answer: "I want to be an ally." I was confused. Maybe he'll learn about the Axis and allies in school. So I asked him, "Do you mean you want to be like a soldier?" He looked at me with a pitying smile. What a silly mum I was, and said, "No, Mum, I want to be an ally to the African Americans, the Latinx, and the Pacific Islanders, and the LGBTQ2+ community." He said that. He said all of that. How old did you say? How old your child was? Your 8-year-old said all that. "I want to be an unconditional..." What the fuck? "I want to be an unconditional support for all disadvantaged minorities and marginalized communities that need someone to stand by them. That's what I want to be when I grow up." This is the most unconvincing one I've seen so far. I was choking back tears of pride when told me this, but I know kids can be fickle. Last year he wanted to be an astronaut, so I asked him why exactly he wanted to be an ally. Also, that's not a job, is it? Being an ally isn't a job. He should be looking into career paths. Astronaut, that's a career path. He schooled me good. I don't want to be an astronaut. How can I be so selfish as to leave Earth when it's in such horrible state? I don't want to be a doctor. How can I help healing bodies when it's society that's sick? I don't want to be a lawyer. How can I strive for justice through a judicial system that is inherently racist and oppressive? Your child did not say this. No, Mum, what I want to do for a living is a whole different matter. What I need to be is an ally. Kids, All you can do is teach them the best you can. Before you know it, they're the ones teaching you. No, before you know it, you're the one making up this weird monologue your 8-year-old apparently went on. In Waitrose this morning, the little one saw a man looking very sad on the phone in the me tile. Okay. Your dad was crying in the me tile of Waitrose on the phone. After his call ended, she asked him if he was okay. I've not been okay since 2016, sweetheart. 23rd of June to be exact. He replied, then added a bit of a chuckle. Not that you'll remember that date. You're too young. I could not believe my ears when at the age of 7, my wonderful daughter replied, I might not remember that date personally, but what I do know is that's the date our country became isolated from our European friends. I try not to get upset about it though, as I know we'll be back one day, and on that day, I want you to be a happy man, a European man. What the fuck? The man was brought to tears and gave her a hug. And I must say, I shed a tear of pride. I can't believe I can raise something so intelligent where other fools can't see the damage they did 7 years ago. Also, she approached a man who was crying in Waitrose about Brexit. 7 years after it happened. That just didn't happen. I found a page in my 10-year-old's journal that said, but happy days don't just come for free. In fact, nothing in this world is just free if you have to work for good days. Good days are like goals that we're trying to get to, and sometimes it can be hard, but you can't give up or you're basically miserable all the time. So pull yourself together and work hard because happy days are worth fighting for. Aubrey, your 10-year-old did not say that. Like and subscribe, and your child too will be very intelligent and make very profound statements.